Yo, 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 welcome to another Rowdy Thursday. And ladies and gentlemen, that can mean one thing and one thing only. It is a brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a show like no other, hosted by me and my rowdy brother. So let me not waste any time introducing him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the styling, profiling, pickup riding, white claw flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun who kisses the girls and makes them cry. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Unworthy, Dynamite Collector.
You know, you get more and more intricate each week with your introductions.
There you go.
And I always appreciate the enthusiasm. But ladies and gentlemen, you may recognize my co-host right over here on this side of me tonight. You may recognize him from the hit Amazon documentary series Life After Porn, Mr. Toy Addict17.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are down with everything we have just said, we got two words for you. Like and subscribe. So, buddy.
And I've got two additional words.
Yes.
And don't. We'll be here next Thursday. It doesn't matter if you do or don't.
Yeah, we'll be here just to entertain you. So I appreciate that. Thank you. But buddy, we're here. It's Thursday.
It is.
It's almost the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's Friday. It's been a long week. It's been a very productive week. So how are you feeling? How are you doing, sir?
I don't know who it's been productive for. It certainly hasn't been productive for me.
Oh, it hasn't. Oh, okay.
I've gotten about 0 things accomplished already this week, and I'm looking to finish strong with the weekend and get approximately 0 more things done.
I totally feel that. Like I feel like I'm like done with this week. I think I was done with this week already. Like starting Monday, I was just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this
anymore. I was done with this week when I went to bed on Sunday. That's how over I was. I was like, nope, forget
totally
it.
Understand. And then shout out to everybody. Yes. And shout out to everybody who's watching. Thank you for joining us on tonight on this brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction. We have an awesome guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is. I'm not going to waste any time introducing him. Unworthy. What do you think?
I say let's not waste any more time than we already have.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing you guys. Not only is he a phenomenal artist and illustrator, he is also phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you guys the reigning, defending, undisputed world heavyweight champion of illustration. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolanium. Oh,
phenomenal.
What's going on, dude?
What's going on, guys? My daughter decided to pop in here to see what the heck was going on.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing? Hi.
It's Olive. Hey, who's your favorite wrestler?
I don't like wrestling.
Oh, you gotta get out of here.
Gotta respect the honesty.
That's dude, what kids bring.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. But dude, it is an honor to have you on, dude. Such a pleasure to have you on. We can't wait to get to know you and get to, like we talked in the back, just hear about your inspirations on your work and like your illustrations and like about stuff that you got maybe coming up, man. Maybe get a sneak peek or maybe just a tease of what's coming up and what's going on in the world of Nolanium. We're excited. But the chat's here. We want to say what's up to the chat before we begin. So I'm going to see who's here. So our boy Jedi Jack in the house. What's going on, buddy? Welcome.
Whoa.
Our homie Wade Crates. What's up, dude? What's up? We got our homie Raven's Eye Studios. What's up, homie? Raven? Check out Raven's Roost page. Awesome page showcasing all amazing toy photographers, all amazing dials, etc. He's an awesome guy doing great things. We got a homie.
And if you want to go check out, the Skeleton's Tomb last night, the good reason to watch it is because Wentzilla and Ravens was there. But I mean, Skelly was there too. So, I mean, if you want to watch it.
We got a homie Rel Collects. What's up, dude? What's up? We have our PR department in the house. What's going on, dude? We're going to behave tonight.
We're going to keep our pants on tonight.
Oh, man.
We got our boy Blix Figs. What's up, dude? One of the hosts of the Pick Bar, one of the Lazy Boys. What's up, dude? We got our homie Diggs Figs in his house. What's up, dude? What's up? Thank you for everybody who joining us, watching us tonight. Whether you're watching us on the replay, whether you're watching us live, we appreciate the support. We appreciate the love.
I actually, I have a question for the people who are watching on the replay. Why are you not watching it live? We know mad people watch this on the replay because we get the notifications, we get the view count. So like, what are y'all doing on a Thursday night? You can't be watching live. Think about that.
They're probably working.
You guys picked the one day there's no wrestling.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, that wasn't on accident. It was on purpose.
KJ Smith, what's up, dude? Welcome. So again, thank you everybody for joining us, and just not waste any time. Again, very thankful to have you on, dude. Very excited to have you on. So usually I like to start off with an icebreaker question just to kind of get us going and move on to getting to know you. So like, I was really thinking hard about this question. It's a very loaded question because me and Unworthy were talking earlier, and it's like there were so many that you could pick from. So my question to you guys is, what is your favorite theme song from any professional wrestler? It could be any era. It's a theme song. I know it's hard. It's a tough one. I'll give you two. If you want to pick two, that's fine, because it's such a loaded question, because there are so many, especially that Attitude Era. That Attitude Era had a lot of great songs. So for me, just to start it off with me, I had to really think about this because, again, I watched wrestling as a young kid, but I really was like invested in wrestling during the Attitude Era. And one of the songs that I used to jam to a lot was Triple H's theme. Like not the like time to play the game. That song just Motorhead. The minute that song plays anywhere, like I'm ready to grab a water bottle and just start spitting water everywhere and doing the whole Triple H thing. Like that song to me was like one of those songs. Even now, he goes back and forth with songs sometimes, because he usually does the King of Kings songs, but like that song, like right now, you could still like play and still jam to it. Even like not even like, let's think of it as a wrestling theme, but like almost like just it's a Motorhead song. You know what I'm saying? So it's freaking dope.
That's something you can put on in the vehicle.
Absolutely.
If you're trying to get ramped up to face the day to go to work.
Yeah. If you want to run some red lights, put that on. Let's do this.
If
Absolutely.
the cops pull you over, just grab the closest liquid. It doesn't have to be a water bottle. Just dump it over your head, and when you get out, just whip your hair back if you got it, and spit the water up in the air. If you got motor oil, whatever liquids you've got in the car, just dump it in your head, spit it out.
And then when they pull you over, just hit them with just answer them the way Dumb and Dumber answered them. It's like, that's nothing, sir. And have all the beer bottles on the floor.
If it was me, it would just be a monster. So I'd probably melt their face if I spat that at them.
Or stay in character and answer as Triple H. Well, you see, sir, what I was doing.
Just got back to the drive-through.
Yeah, right.
You got to add that dramatic at the end.
That's good.
So, Unworthy, what is a theme song? What is a theme song that you would say? You could pick two. What is a theme song?
Yeah, I do have to pick two, because I was trying to think of like the ones that I used to listen to constantly. And back in the day, us old folks used to have VHS recorders, and we could record music. And then when you play, or you could record TV, and then when you played it back, you could record it on a cassette tape on your radio. And if you had a cassette player with headphones, you could listen to that all the time. When I was a kid, that theme for me was the NWO Wolfpack song.
Oh, okay.
I used to bop around my neighborhood. You don't turn your back on the Wolfpack, you might end up in a body bag. I was walking around throwing up the old fucking Wolfpack, not knowing that was actually West Side, and I live on the East Coast. And I'm in case you can't tell, I'm very, very white.
Yeah.
Just like Kevin Nash and Lex Luger when they were wearing the bandanas, very white, shouldn't be doing. So that would be my number one. And then the alternate, and I told Danny this earlier, Randy Orton's first theme when he broke off from Evolution.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna get in my way. That was like probably the most current one that I really jammed to.
Nice. Those are good choices. Good choices. Nolan, what are yours?
Like every time they go "Hey" in the song, everyone would just get like super
Yeah,
jacked
and
up.
he'd throw his arms up like that, and the sparks would rain down over him, like Bill Goldberg, only way cooler.
Glistening in the light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
baby oil. Good Lord, thank God it wasn't fucking flammable. You know.
That's probably why he was wearing it, man. He didn't want to catch on fire. For me, I'm just gonna go with one.
Okay.
Because there's one theme song that just gets me like pumped beyond belief anytime I hear it, and that's "Break It Down."
Oh yeah,
DX. Like,
of course.
that build up at the very beginning. Like, I forget the guy's name. I know he recently passed away, but he's kind of like a Zach De La Roca like rip off.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like a little bit of Rage Against the Machine. And he's just like, you think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. And that just like gets
bow
like
down to the masters.
Yeah. Break it
down. Like I'm doing the most like, I mean, I'm being like a complete deviant degenerate in public every time I hear it. Like if I'm at the gym, I'm like, you know, everywhere. So yeah, that's got to be my go-to. I love that one so much.
Now how many?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, how many times did you hit the suck it in school? Like, were you in school when that, like you were hitting the suck it?
That was the ultimate insult back when we were kids.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys got that. Did you see that meme that went out like maybe a year ago? It was like an old news report. They're interviewing like this 12-year-old that got into trouble at school because he said "suck it" like constantly. He's always doing that to everybody. And it's incredible. But yeah, I was kind of, I think I was like 16 when DX was like really big. So I had a little bit more sense, you know. I was like, you know, all right, I'm going to hold off on the suck it's.
Yeah, I had none.
Middle schoolers that
any chance that I had to give the suck it to somebody, especially when like the teacher said something, turned around, I was like doing like the Shawn Michaels when he was like doing it really quick. I was like, any chance that I got, man, I got in trouble. I got my ass whooped a lot doing that.
I was in the yearbook club in high school because like I needed extra credits for like to not to graduate, but like I needed extra credits on like to put on my college resumes. And whenever I would go around to do pictures, if they didn't have enough people in the background, they would always have me go stand in the background, and I'd always kind of turn to the side and just do like a little just a little one like.
You know what's funny about that? You're talking about yearbooks. My senior year, my best buddy Ryan Hull, we were in radio together, and in the photo, I still look at it to this day because it cracks me up. In the photo, I'm there to just do like a little shaka, and he's just doing like a little.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm like, so that's so funny that's the same experience you had with your yearbook.
It's the height of maturity, I think. You know, if you can doing it just like all willy-nilly around the cafeteria, that's one thing, but like doing it real subtle, like a little you know.
Yeah.
That was like the it pose. Like anytime you took a photo, it was either like you crunched down on your knees and did like one of those like cool man pose or hold your cheeks, or you did like the that was like the it pose to do.
Hard style photos.
Yeah, man.
Now, and you know, they need to start bringing that back because now the cool thing is just like point to each other. Like if Danny and I were taking a picture together, we'd be like, like that's not that cool.
That's
not.
Cool.
No, now I'm just like I'm doing this now.
Like we went from being this to this now.
Right here.
I do the Ricky Bobby. I do this. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I do like the Corey Graves where he's always like, you know.
Yeah, right. Corey. Oh my goodness, the prayer hands.
Bless you.
Prayer hand, baby.
We got some answers. Our PR says Thirsty Thursday. He says whatever by Lady Peace. All right. This is another good one. Triple H's My Time. Yeah, that was definitely another good one. Nothing makes me want to spend time with him, like whatever.
Too soon.
Yeah, no. He says my son came in an intro. Wedding using My Time is nice, man. Nice. Originally thought Rage Against the Machine song. Okay.
It sounds just like DX or
Rage Against the Machine. Total ripoff, yeah.
We got our homie Way Crazy says Hardy Boys Loaded and Shawn Michaels Sexy Boy. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Definitely okay.
Actually, the argument to that is Kurt Angle's cover of the sexy boy. Remember when they were going to face off at WrestleMania?
Sexy hurt, yeah.
Make them all tap out.
Make your ankle hurt.
Smooth Lands in the house. What's up, dude? He says, man, Toy Addict still doesn't suck at conventions. Take him nowhere. You can't take me anywhere. I still do that everywhere.
Love it.
Yeah. He says, fucking day 2 allegiance. Toy Addict doesn't say hi. Hey, he gives you the sucking shot.
Yeah,
I do.
He's walking in. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing? Welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. We got the Chain Brothers in the house. What's going on, dude? What's going on, fellas? Welcome. And then we got and the Real American Hulk show. Okay, good one. That was a classic one, dude.
It is a classic. Rick Derringer right there.
Yes, absolutely. Memorable mention. It's a little newer. Swerve Strickland's Swerve. Yeah. That song. I don't watch AEW as much, but like anytime like it's on TV and that song hits, like I run where I come from, wherever I don't care if I'm in the bathroom. Yeah. I'll come out and I'll start doing the
I like that one too. I'm like I said earlier, I'm very white and I shouldn't be doing the crip walk, but every time that music comes on, I try to do the little dance.
You talk sense, all right, now you can get away with it.
All right. We got a couple more. We got the Kingdom. Cody Rhodes is great. Yeah, I like that song. The Oddities theme. Okay.
Honorable mention for me, I would have to say Finn Balor's original music always got me pumped up.
Yeah.
I'm a big Finn Balor fan. That's why I'm sorry, Nolan, I flooded in your comments. I was like, I love it when you were doing the Finn Balor drawings. I was like, love it. But the whole when he would come out in his entrance, he was like, dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's awesome. It's very theatrical.
Man, I still get pumped up. I still get goosebumps when he comes out as the demon and does that shit.
I kind of hear the guitar riff from that kind of sounds like a song from Radiohead, like dun 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 dun. But he's awesome. I'm a big, huge Finn Balor fan. So he's actually the reason I don't have a voice right now. He got me tickets to Raw in Portland on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Screaming to the top of my lungs the whole freaking show. So this is why I sound like this. I don't actually sound like this normally.
It's working for you. It's very sultry, very seductive sounding, I would suggest going to Monday Night Raw every time and just screaming until you sound like that.
Just smoke 2 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's not good for you, but it's not a bad idea,
Hey, too much Raw might not be good for me either. I had a few too many White Claws.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. Go Figure says Ultimate Warrior Unstoppable theme. That was my mom's theme song.
Yeah.
When me and my brother got in trouble, I felt like she was like the warrior. She would run and do and then do the ropes and then whoop our ass after.
Whip a chancleta.
I love that.
With the infinity stones on the chancleta, because that's what his Latino women used to wear back then. A couple more of the Undertaker's. For my what's the Undertaker theme for my funeral? Okay. As I hear Joe every time Cammy comes out. Okay. Bray Wyatt's last theme. Yeah, dude. Bray Wyatt. That was my guy, man. That was my guy. Last Raw, I went to nearly got a fight with really.
Alex Riley.
You probably would have won. It's likely you would have won, Bill.
Right. Well, listen, those are all great choices, man. Again, it's such a loaded question. When I was thinking of that question, I was like, man, there were so many to think of. I even was thinking, I was telling Unworthy, I really enjoyed D'Lo Brown's song back in the day. You're looking at the real one now, that song. It was so many great ones. That Attitude Era had the bangers. Every single superstar in the back room had something dope to come out to.
And it's he's out, and you just jam them. I mean,
dude, it was awesome.
Finish.
And Triple H, when he was in charge of NXT, NXT, it really reflected in the entrances, the theatrics for the entrances, but the entrance music too when he was in charge, because they all had that. If you think about Aleister Black's entrance, Leo Rush had amazing entrance music.
That was and now CFOs producing those things. Those guys.
And now the NXT roster is it's kind of I don't know. They bring in whoever's not working Mondays and whoever's not working Fridays and fill in on
Yeah.
what is it on Wednesday nights now?
It's
Yeah.
Tuesdays. Yeah.
So listen, great choices, y'all. So I guess enough about songs. We're here for the man, Mr. Nolanium. We're gonna talk about him. So just to kind of start off, dude, again, thank you again for coming on. Just to kind of kick things off, dude, just tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Let everybody know just a little who you are.
Yeah. I'm actually celebrating my 10th anniversary of being a wrestling artist.
Oh, okay.
Not
Congratulations, dude.
today, but just the overall arc of my life, 10 years. Yeah, so I'll give you the lowdown. I live out in Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Started out really focusing on comic book art. That's why it was kind of fun talking about comics with you guys.
That's awesome.
Got into studying animation, but ultimately landed as a caricature artist. And that became my career.
Oh.
So out here in Seattle, I've got a pretty big business. We've got about 25 artists working with me.
Nice.
And we do caricatures, face painting, airbrushing at the zoo, at the Space Needle, and at Pike Market, which is open year round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm one of those lucky guys that I've already got the job. I've already got the means to provide for myself, but I still love wrestling so much that I create, and I try and put out some cool art that people can really connect with. And so back in 2012, 2013, started doing wrestling art for fun on Instagram. Wrestlers started to notice it and see what I was doing, and they'd start to promote it and put it out.
That's awesome, man.
And then the long and short of it was I wasn't really like pursuing opportunities, but once 2020 hit and COVID happened, businesses really needed stuff to put out there in the world. So did lots of illustrations for autograph signings. That's when I got snatched up by Roosevelt's to do my first shirt, and now I've done 15 shirts for them.
Wow.
It's like when I landed a couple things with WWE, and that's 2020 was one of those years where it was kind of transformative because I had to shutter my business and lay off my whole staff. But on the flippy flip, I was like still working my ass off.
Yeah.
But it was a really fun experience. And now, 3-4 years later, now what I'm doing is I'm just balancing those two worlds. I'm balancing my full-time gig, still doing art, still creating, still being able to use my imagination and grow and help other artists grow, but also try to keep that love and appreciation alive for the world of wrestling.
Absolutely.
But it's been pretty easy because I try to go to live shows at least once every couple months, just to remind me of who's who, what's what, and that's just been a great experience overall. It's been absolutely wonderful, and I've managed to make some friends along the way, so that's always a huge
dude, that's amazing, dude. Now being a wrestling fan, like, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
All right, so there's like 3 stages, right? Because I'm not a young cat. I'm 43, so I was there during the golden era of wrestling, Hulkamania, and so I was a huge Hulk Hogan fan back in the day. I always tell everyone in every interview, WrestleMania 6, that was like the big one that kind of made me fall in love with the world of wrestling. The Ultimate Challenge broke my heart to see Hulk Hogan lose to Ultimate Warrior. Broke my heart. But also, that's the beauty of wrestling. It's heartbreak.
Makes you feel those emotions. Yeah.
Makes you feel everything. Yeah. That's why it always gets my goat.
Yeah.
In the comments section, they're like, why isn't so-and-so winning all the time? Why is this person being pushed? And it's just like, dude, everybody can't win.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's got to be the loser.
Why don't you enjoy the story? But so back then it was Hulk Hogan, which was really serendipitous because in 2012 I helped Hulk Hogan launch his beach shop in Clearwater.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which was incredible. It was an incredible honor to be able to do that. It was a huge privilege.
Wow.
I did a little bit of work for him in the past, and then he had some ideas of T-shirts and logo ideas and stuff like that. So that's my dog stretching, by the way. That's not me.
It's all good.
But anyways, being able to work with Hulk Hogan on that level kind of reaffirmed to me, okay, you're going the right direction, man. You're like you're building relationships and you're building partnerships with people that are gonna take you pretty far. So Hulkster, then The Rock, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho, good one.
Now I'm a huge Swerve fan. He's also a Tacoma boy, so he's not too far from Seattle.
Dude, he's awesome, man.
He's incredible. World champ this year. If he's not world champ this year, those guys don't know what they're doing.
We're gonna riot if he's not world champ.
Send him back to WWE. At least it's not Vince anymore. Maybe we can get him up on the card.
Who knows? Who knows what could happen? But it's a really exciting time. I tell a lot of my friends this is like the greatest era of wrestling now because people are jumping back and forth and getting surprises left and right. The quality of the performances are the best they've ever been. I mean, you got guys that are in their 50s that are performing like they're in their 20s. Can you imagine seeing like Macho Man Randy Savage operate like that when he was in WCW? There's no way, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, it amazes me how much Sting in AEW, how much he still does. How old is Sting? He's like in his 60s, right? It's like 60 plus years old, and the dude is still like going through 2 tables and like doing all these like crazy matches. And even Ric Flair, like I was watching him, Ric Flair last night, still like chopping people and doing something. I'm like, Rick, like, come on, dude. Like, but it's like, you
had
like,
your farewell tour, Rick. What are you doing?
But I mean, Rick's like one of those guys, like you have to like, I don't know, man. It's like anywhere he's at, no matter how old, it's like, that's Ric Flair. Like, believe it or not, like I always say the story. I went to New York. I go to a lot of conventions. New York Comic Con is like one of the biggest conventions I always go to. And I remember Ric Flair being there. And I walked up to Ric Flair and I told him, listen, dude, I just want to say I really hated you as a kid because remember, he was like especially that feud he had with like the Macho Man where he was like trying to kiss Elizabeth. He was with Mr. Perfect. I was like, dude, I fucking hated you so much.
He said, you know what? That's because your mama took a ride on Space Mountain.
No, he was yeah, he is, dude. And one of the things the best response he could have given me, he was like, well, you know what? Thank you. Good. I'm glad I did my job correctly. And I was like, man, you know what? That's respect because it's like it's like MJF, right? It's like it's a professional wrestler who stays in character and is devoted to that character because you go meet MJF, he is still that a-hole that you see. Like, I don't know, he's not the same. Like, I mean, he's still not right now. He's more of a
he's very approachable because he's a face.
He's a face, but like when he was a heel, dude, like I used to watch
in character though.
You would go to like the conventions.
When he's a heel, don't even try to talk to this guy.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I was really lucky to meet him in LA last month, and he was super cool, man. He still had shades of heel, like I made the mistake like a dumbass. I'm getting this photo with MJF. First of all, old guy, can't work my camera right. So he's like, what the hell are you doing, man? You're trying to video. And I'm like, sorry, dude, sorry. And then I'm like, hey, man, are you performing tomorrow? He's like, performing? I'm not performing. I am wrestling. This is what I do. I'm like, oh my God.
It was like, what do you say?
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I am such a moron. Why was I trying to be like inside sports with him? I should have just been like, yeah, are you going to be on the show tomorrow? But yeah, he's legit. He's really cool, man.
That's awesome.
Another question of mine, you kind of answered it already. I was going to say Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior, but I see you're a Hogan fan. So I'm assuming that match when they fought, that was a big match, dude. Like back then, to have those two, even like just the build up, like with the what was it, the Royal Rumble, or was it the Royal Rumble where they both were like the last two?
Yeah,
I believe that build up of them and just having these two like titans and big mega stars, right, and just colliding with each other. That was definitely one of those. For me, that was that match, and like I was always big on this Shawn Michaels and match, the Iron Man match. The first Iron Man match was such a crazy match for me. Like that was one, like me and my brother were like, he was a big Bret Hart fan, and I was always rooting for Shawn because I used to like pretend to be Shawn. I used to wear like really, really tight like like the thermal pants, and I would try to do like the Shawn Michaels in the house, and we were like always like try to wrestle and stuff, and like having that match was like the best. Now you said you've interacted with all. You said, what is your best like what would you say is your best meet and greet? Like meeting some of these superstars. What would be the one that you say sticks out the most?
Like, I mean, I guess backing up to Hulk Hogan, because he actually took the time to spend like some actual time with me and my wife. We flew out to Clearwater. I mean, it was mainly just a vacation. I think it was 2013 maybe. And we were there to just, hang out in Tampa, hit up a theme park, and then the final destination was to go to Hogan's Beach Shop. And he was super nice. He got us front row seats to an Impact taping. And then the day we were supposed to go to the beach shop, that was the day the infamous tape dropped online.
Oh, that tape.
Boy.
That tape.
Oh,
that was
not a great day to be a Hogan fan.
Not
a great day to be Hogan.
Yeah, this was before they like actually dropped the real bomb, like this. But this was like just when he was like on tape, doing the thing. But I call up the manager of the shop. His name's Ron. Ron's like, I don't know if Hogan's going to make it, brother. He's at the Wing Dome with his lawyers right now. And, they got some stuff they're talking about. And I'm like, okay, well, just keep me posted, dude. Just let him know it's all the way out here. And if he can spend any time with us, that'd be wonderful. That'd be really nice. And lo and behold, like an hour and a half later, you go to the shop. Hulkster walks in. You could tell he had been through the ringer, but he was so nice to me and my wife, so professional. Asked me, some of my favorite memories, and you could really tell that he cared. Like, if you're a fan, he's going to go the extra mile for you.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about most of the wrestlers. I mean, I can't really speak for the current wrestlers because they haven't been around the block as much as the other guys have, but Hogan was amazing. I didn't meet Flair in a fan capacity at like a show or anything. I met him at a bar. And he was, at first he was a little standoffish, but then my Japanese friend went up to him and started talking to him about Japan. Where you could just tell like fireworks were going off in his head talking about Japan. And then my Japanese friend, his name's Kage, huge wrestling fan too, brings me, he's like, hey, this is my friend Nolan. And then I start talking to Rick about the buddies, the big shots. And
the big shots. Yeah.
And Rick was like, you did that. And then he gave me his phone. He's like, I want your number. And I don't know if he want my number because he's trying to like peg me for like, like a cease and desist. But I told him, I was like, dude, no, this is legit. This is actually licensed. This is not. So I still got to put my number in his phone, and he sent me a text. He said Ric Flair here, woo, and all that. And it's just like a cool memory to have. And
that's so cool, man.
Yeah,
that's so good.
It's cool of him. They got to have a Japanese friend with me.
Yeah, right.
break the ice for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, any crazy memories, like interactions, like really bizarre ones. Like example, like I remember meeting the Honky Tonk Man, and that dude is a real prick. I'm not a fan of the Honky Tonk. I will, to this day, I will walk by him. So I was at New York Comic Con, and he was like signing autographs. And JBL, it was him, JBL, one of the Bushwhackers, and then we walked up, and he was like standing around like he took a break. So I kindly walked up to him. I was like, "Hey, listen, if you're not busy, it's all right to take a photo of you and photo with you." And he was like, "No, I don't want to take a photo with you guys." It's like, "All right, well, whatever." So then I remember he had made a comment about some young ladies who were obviously underage, and like in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, this dude's a real prick." Like, so then like when he had said no to me, I was like, you know what? I loud so you could hear me. I was like, you know what? I don't need a photo with the Honky Tonk Man. I'm gonna take a photo with JBL. And so we walked up to JBL, and man, one of the nicest guys ever you could meet, man. Like, hey, can we take a photo with you? It's like, yeah, come on. This is all a party. So he's like grabbing me and my buddy. So he's like taking photos. Such an amazing person. Always. And that's the thing about some of these wrestlers. Like I've seen Mick Foley where like he's signing things, and even just signing things, he'll like wave at you, and like some like they acknowledge who you are. But the some were a little bit like that was like that weird experience. Like I was like, wow, this, like I used to watch this guy on TV. Like I wasn't a fan of his, but I know who he is. I acknowledge who he is because he was like one of like the longest reigning Intercontinental champions, right? So I'm like, all right, I want to give him his respect. But then it's like when you meet him, you're like, Yeah, I don't want. I wish. I'm glad he's not like my favorite wrestler because I would have been like really upset. Any moments like that for you, like where you met someone and it's been like a weird, not like maybe similar, but something's just like a weird interaction, which is like,
I haven't had anything really weird. Like everyone's been pretty cool for the most part. I mean, you have to keep in mind a lot of time when I meet these people,
yeah,
I'm able to reference things that like maybe I did that they
Mhm.
saw, or
yeah,
for example, like Devon or Boogeyman or Mark
Mhm.
Henry. I would give them a print of a piece that I did for them and just say,
yeah, yeah,
hey, this is for you. I don't
yeah.
want an autograph or anything. I just wanted you to have this and let you know that I appreciate you and all that. So, but I get it, man. There's those 80s wrestlers from back in the day where they probably don't even remember,
They don't.
They probably don't, yeah, they don't even remember. And so like they're just, hey baby, can you please let me do this?
It's all good. That's
Um,
awesome.
but yeah, everyone's been pretty cool for the most part. I can tell you the people that I enjoy the most. Kevin Nash is always
Okay.
a treat. That guy's always a treat to meet, as long as you know not to talk about alcohol
Mm.
or anything like that. You don't want to trigger
Magic
people.
Mike, I would imagine, don't bring up Magic Mike to him.
Yeah, I mean, as a wrestling fan, I don't know why you would, to be
What?
honest.
Right out of all the things.
Well, I mean, just like, hey, any new movies that you're going to be in, like because, Magic Mike was just not your thing.
Yeah, he's a good dude. X-Pac's really nice.
Mm.
Devon's really nice. I mean, everyone's been pretty chill for the most part. I feel like you just got to get them in the right environment too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
which
that's
makes
probably
some
what
people-
happened. It was probably one of those things where maybe he was like burnt. I mean, it was like opening. Like, I mean, at the same time, it was just the convention was just starting. So it's like
Yeah,
you really didn't have a lot of people going up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe older fans, right? Maybe not like the younger
yeah.
ones. So me growing up with like Hulk Hogan in that time and just watching those things in my little scrambler box, I wanted to kind of acknowledge him because it's like, it's such a curveball because it's like one of those wrestlers where you kind of want to just walk away from, but you're like, you know what? He was a big time. Again, he was like one of the longest IC champions, right? Like
Yeah,
in that time, in that era. So it's like, have a photo with that dude because it's kind of like one of those like, you didn't have to, but you should because he did something, right?
probably
So
screwed with his ego. Maybe he didn't have a lot of people visiting him,
yeah,
or that
probably.
dude. I mean, it's like I feel like sometimes the conventions you meet these guys at make a huge difference. Like,
Yeah.
if you meet them at like a WrestleCon,
Yeah.
where they're around all their buddies and you got a support system and they got
Yeah.
all these fans that are just like drooling to see them and foaming at the mouth. But it's like you see them at like I don't know, like YowzerCon and
Yeah.
in Yonkers or somewhere probably not
Yeah.
gonna be so Sheboygan.
I think it's got a lot to do with how wore out they are too. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
'cause I used to go to a lot of wrestling shows when I was younger. My stepdad and I used to, and my uncles, we used to go to these wrestling shows in Binghamton and
Mhm.
Syracuse all the time. And I remember going to several of them where we would get backstage passes or whatever to go get autographs in Binghamton and like do the meet and greet thing. And in Binghamton, they didn't really have a lot of like on-site parking, so they used to pull up these big old 18-wheeler trailers that
Mhm.
What?
they would the sides would lift up and like you could go through the line and you would walk up on the platform and you'd meet and greet. And I remember meeting Stone Cold Steve Austin there, and he was a
Mm.
miserable asshole. Miserable. He didn't want to be there. But like that was kind of at the height of Stone Cold. Maybe not exactly the height, but like he was definitely one of the top dogs there. And he didn't want to
Mhm.
be signing autographs. He didn't want to be meeting people. So he was kind of like real short, dismissive, didn't do any pictures, signed the poster that I
Mhm.
had. But like then like 2 or 3 trailers down was Kurgan. I remember meeting Kurgan
I
from the
remember
oddities.
Kurgan. Damn.
And like
Wow.
he was like all happy, like he was taking pictures with everybody. He was anybody that was small. I was a kind of a hefty kid, so like but the smaller kids, like he was putting them up on his shoulders and flexing and like taking pictures and shit. That was really cool. But then like when Stone Cold wasn't wrestling as much, I met him again at another one in Syracuse, which was like kind of in a backstage area.
Mm-hmm.
And he was cool. He took a picture, signed an autograph. He was really nice to talk to. And I met Big Show there. And he was probably the funniest fucking dude that I ever talked to, like as far as the wrestlers go. And like I was still pretty young, so like I didn't really get the reference until much later in life. But like I walked up to him and he took a picture and I shook his hand. And I remember when my hand went into his hand, it looked like I was putting my hand like in a wok, like a big ass frying pan. Like his hand just like enveloped mine. And I remember as he's shaking my hand, like I just was looking at I was like looking at his hand, like, holy shit! Like he swallowed up half my arm, and he says, "Don't worry, everything looks small in my hand." And then he turns and He turns and he nudges my stepdad, and he goes, "I mean everything."
Oh no!
And I didn't get it as a kid, but now as an adult, I was like, "Oh, that poor guy."
I would have loved
massive hands.
I would have loved that experience. That sounds so cool. That's awesome. But I mean, maybe, and maybe you guys are right. Maybe he was in character. Maybe he was just being who he was back in the day in that moment, and I just maybe didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put two and two together at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was around like the Shogun era when he was tag team with Billy Gunn. It's like he was kind of a more jokey character then. I feel like it was around then. Huh?
I didn't know that was a thing. Shogun?
Yeah, they were it was like a very, like they were on Velocity tag team. Like they didn't really have anything going on for Big Show, I think. So they saddled him with Billy Gunn for a little while.
Wow.
So I think he was more of a jokey character. I think that's when he did like this. Might have been when he did like the Show Mania where he came out in the Hulk Hogan outfit.
All the impersonations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was still pretty darn. That was good stuff.
Yeah. So with wrestling, like just looking through your like page and looking through your work, like just a lot of inspired stuff. So like you're a big artist, big illustrator. So like what kind of like started that journey for you? Like is it something that started when you were younger? Did you go to school for illustrating and stuff like that? Let us know a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've always been into wrestling just because of the parallels between wrestling and comics. I mean, it's you have the storytelling element, you have the colorful costumes, you have good versus evil. So a lot of that was stuff that really appealed to me visually, and being able to kind of merge comic books with wrestling. It's been done before, but it's never been done to the extent where you would see it on like a t-shirt or a jacket or or a button up or pants or anything like that. You'd always just see a photo of the wrestler, with their name on it or something.
Yeah.
So when I first started my journey as a wrestling artist, I would do more caricature drawings of the guys. I was kind of leaning on the thing that I knew really well. And so like, I started drawing the Attitude Era guys, Jericho, Mick Foley, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, and they would have a little bit of that comic book edge, but there'd still be a little bit of like a funny factor to it. And then like, as I started to kind of develop my style doing that, I started to lean a little bit more on trying to portray each character, but amplified. You know how they always say, be yourself, but amplified?
Yeah.
For me as an artist, I was like, well, I want to draw the character, but I want to amplify that. So if you draw Ultimate Warrior, everything around him is going to be extra vibrant, colorful. The veins are going to be popping extra hard. The belts are going to be extra big. The striations and the muscles are going to be like way more prevalent, stuff like that. He's going to have veins popping out of his, forehead. And then, after a while, enough people would see my stuff where they would just, they'd say, hey, you should draw so-and-so, or you should send something to this person. And then it got to a point where I had enough of a following and I'd established enough of a fan base. Whenever I did put work out there, I would start to think about what could I put this on, and and then not every time, but maybe half the time, a phone call, and they'd be like, "Hey, this would look really good on a jacket."
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so it got to a point where I started working with people like Chalkline.
Chalkline, yeah, I know them.
Yeah, their jackets are
incredible,
second to none. Which is how I became friends with Balor. We collaborated on a jacket. He actually did a sketch for the jacket, and it's an original drawing that he did of him doing the bullet fingers, and it's on the actual sleeve of each jacket. And then I did a bunch of stuff for Chalkline, and then I got called by Rock'em Socks, and they just snatched up art that I already did and put them on socks. I was like, cool. I just did
That's
this
awesome.
fun, and now you want to pay me for it. This is great. So it just kind of like leapt off. Once people saw how cool this thing looked, they'd want me to do this thing. And then they saw how cool that looked. They're like, oh, well, this would be a cool button-up shirt. This would be cool, this, that. And then that's how I kind of established those relationships and really kind of start building. You know? So now most of the work I do is with Roosevelt's. They focus on really high-quality pattern shirts. They've had the WWE license for about 4 years now, and they started off doing a lot of the more traditional characters. They had like a Bomb Razor Ramon one with like gold chains everywhere, and they had a Ric Flair one. I jumped on and did a WrestleMania 17 Stone Cold and The Rock design.
Yeah.
And then from there, every time they would do a launch, I would have at least like one shirt in the mix.
Nice.
And now it gets to the point where I can just like come to them with an idea. Say, hey, this is something I kind of want to dive into. And, they'll say either yes or no. They'll be like, oh, great idea. Or no, that idea sucks. We're not doing that. So you're talking about going to get a little inside, info.
Yeah.
Come WrestleMania time, there's going to be a really bomb shirt coming your way.
I'm excited. That gesture really, I'm very excited. Yeah, it's a Toy Owners of Roosevelt's Fire makes some dope stuff. Congratulations. Yeah, dude. I actually ran into them about not this year, but the year before at New York Comic Con. They had a whole like section where they had t-shirts and like they had these Ninja Turtle line. Yeah. Like I wish Jay Shot was here because I think Jay Shot last year, one of our buddies from the our community, our toy community, was actually looking at the t-shirts that they were selling, like the little button-ups. And like it's crazy to know that like a lot of those designs you played a part in some of those designs. It's amazing, like because it's a small world, right? Because it's crazy. Like, I was like looking, like I'm have their emails and I get like their notifications when new things pop out. So I'm like, damn, they got some nice stuff. Like I've always wanted. They had a bomber jacket. It was like a Friday the 13th bomber jacket that they had, which was reversible. It was like when you turn it up, inside out, it was the Crystal Lake logo. But then when you put it the other side, it was the Jason, like the mask, like the final chapter. And I was like, man, that bomber jacket is so dope. I would wear that all the time. But yeah, Roosevelt definitely has a lot of amazing. So now, with that being said, like, what would you say is your proudest moment? Like proudest moment from being just an illustrator, an artist and illustrator.
I mean, there's like two different ways to look at it. I can talk about it as me as a business person being able to help influence other artists, help them get better, help them learn how to be successful. I'm not gonna say very rarely. I mean, we've all had our honky tonk man moments where we're just happy, right? Yeah. But my mindset now is if an artist has a question or if they want to be pointed in the right direction, my goal is to make sure to help them do that. I'm not going to give them people's phone numbers and emails. That's just not professional, but I'm going to help guide them and say, these are some things you could be doing to get you to this point.
Yeah.
So I take a lot of pride in being able to help prepare artists for the freelance world. the case in point, the Scott Hall shirt, the Roosevelt Scott Hall shirt. The VP of Roosevelt's, his name's John. I think it was maybe a day or two after Scott Hall passed away. That Nolan, you're like at the center of this wrestling art community, and I think you're the only guy that can make this happen. It's like, I'm going to raise the budget for this shirt like 3 times what a usual shirt would cost for an artist. I want you to find as many wrestling artists as you can to do their take on Scott Hall. And we're not going to change anything about any of the drawings.
That's crazy.
And so they gave me the budget, and I was like, okay, we got 18 people that we can make this work for, and then we can pay them pretty well. And so I lined it up with some incredible artists, many of which I'm sure you're going to eventually have in the show one day. But just being able to do that and literally see a shirt worn by hundreds of people with like all these artists being represented, some that before that moment had never had a WWE, piece of clothing ever. Like there's, for many of them, that was their first licensed product. That's something they can put on their portfolio.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that was like a really cool experience, and like really brought a lot of people together and really made something good out of something terrible. So that's like something I'm very proud of. And then being able to use my wrestling experiences to work on in other arenas. I've done sports art for the NHL now on their social media. I've done Topps cards, the digital cards for, Major League Baseball. I do socks for the NBA, for the NFL.
Yeah, I saw those. Those are pretty cool.
So like, that's a huge thing for me to hang my hat on. And I did a Star Wars shirt in May, like a Star Wars shirt. I got to freaking draw Jabba the Hutt, however the hell I wanted.
That's awesome.
And all these other crazy aliens. So it's just kind of like, wrestling is my passion. It's my love. But just like you guys, I'm a pop culture dude. Like I grew up on all the toys from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And now being able to like create stuff based on that, that's freaking nuts, man.
That is, that's amazing.
Great. It's a good life. I'm very lucky to be living it.
Well, Wade Creates had a question, which was one of my questions, but I'm gonna give him the credit for it. It's like he says, "Holy shit, the Grit couple jacket is insane." I said, "How was that? How was that experience? Like to know, like, because I remember, because again, I've been following your page for a while, and I remember you posting that where like Edge and Beth had the kind of the character shirt on their back of their jackets for the Hell in a Cell. I remember you saying, what was that moment like for you, for them to be able to do that and wear it on a pay-per-view, on a match, they're together, and like use your design to go walk out? Like, what is that feeling like? Like we always ask like people in our community, like dial makers or like people who get featured, stuff, questions like that, and they always give us like, what is that like for you? What was that experience for you?
It was great because it was one of those things where to kind of go back in time a little bit, I just did the drawing for fun.
Okay.
One day. And I had established, once again, this goes, you got to build relationships. I had relationships with guys working for WWE art department. And so they saw it and they're like, well, these guys have a match against Miz and Maurice at Royal Rumble. Let's try to capitalize off of it. And let's buy the design. So they bought the design. And they really only had like 2 weeks to like do something with it.
Yeah.
And then there wasn't anything after that. But then I get a call from one of the art directors at WWE, and he's like, "Hey, man, we want you to reapproach this design, but now Edge has shorter hair."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, obviously I'll fix that. Piece of cake." And then like a week later, Edge is wearing the shirt on Raw for a run-in.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then Beth messages me and she's like, "Hey, I need you to send the artwork to our gear people."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" And so I send them the art.
That's amazing.
And then they're making the gear and they're like, "Hey, we're going to wear it in Montreal. So keep your eyes peeled." And then I watched the whole damn pay-per-view and they're running so fast and they're like so up. You can't see anything. You just see this giant blob on their back. And so I messaged Beth and I'm like, "Hey, Beth, did you guys manage to like get any like photos backstage or anything like that?"
Yeah.
like, no, sorry. And then the gear company, Warn Star Clothing, finally posted that photo, and I was just like, oh man, finally I get to see what this looked like.
Yeah.
But I talked to Adam Copeland Edge when I was in LA, and he was like, dude, that is the only shirt of me that my daughters will wear to school.
That's awesome. That is so freaking cool. That
is the ultimate compliment right there. If you can get a kid to wear it, hell yeah.
Dude, right?
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's amazing, man.
Like a daughter. Wow. Like, I mean, I'm sure they all think like he's a huge dork, you know, but like
kind of like our kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, our kids already. It's like she's like, oh, Dad's just talking to a couple jabronis right now. What y'all want?
And she's not wrong.
No, yeah. But trust me, she knows I'm a jabroni too. But no, Adam telling me that, he was like, you know, just telling me, hey, my daughters, they actually wear this to school. Thank you so much. As soon as we saw it, we knew that was something we had to roll with. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of gratitude to both him and Beth. They're both amazing people. To have done as much as he has, and she has in this business, and to remain as humble and as chill as they are. I mean, that's just insane.
And I could only imagine how unreal and surreal that feeling is, right? To see to see these people who have been in the business for so long, right? And they reach out to you because they admire your work and they want your work and they're wearing it. And even like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know if you did the same, but like even just running down and it's like you see this big blob, like the whole entire time you're watching the thing, it's like, you see that blur? That's me. That's me right there. That's my blur. I did that. So it's like to see that, it's like kind of like having like the and as dramatic as it sounds, it's kind of like having like a Academy Award or a Golden Globe in your hands. Like you're like, hey,
it's cool.
You know what? My shit made it there. Like it was on it wasn't on like a regular show. It was on a pay-per-view, and like he wore it. But more importantly, like his kids are like, that's a shirt I would wear to have my mom and dad on a shirt, and even get the kids involved. Because like me and Unworthy were just saying, like there's times where like even my kids, like there's times where like I do toy photography, and they're like, hey, look at this one. And then my olders are like, it's nice. That's nice, Dad. Good job, Dad. And
like I can't think of anything to compare to that feeling. Like the closest I think I could come is I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan.
Who isn't?
Big Rhea Ripley fan. But like back when she first came on to like NXT, the first elite figure of Rhea Ripley that they put out, I did a picture of her with that figure, and she shared it to her story, and I was walking around like on cloud nine. I was like, you see this? Do you see this? I was holding up my phone, showing my wife. I was like, you see this? This means her and I go together. Like we're an item. Like I'm sorry that it didn't work out between us, dear wife.
I got a lot of competition, brother. Let me tell you. Everyone I know out here, I have artists that work for me that have never watched a single day of wrestling, and they're like, "Hey, Nolan, who's this Rhea Ripley I'm seeing?"
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, "Wow, okay, all right. You want me to talk about mommy? All right, let's do this."
Yeah.
Go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, right. It's like that feeling of having. It's almost. I don't want to call it validation because like I'm not ever looking like with what I do. I'm never looking for validation, but like to have people who portray the characters, whether it's wrestling or like in movies, if I do a figure shot of their character, to have them like acknowledge it and share it and be like, oh, this is cool. Like I had like John Cena shared a picture that I did for Halloween, and it was Peacemaker versus Michael Myers, and like he shared the picture and like saying that he thinks he could win. And I was like, this is the best. This is one of the best things that's ever happened. John Cena saw my picture. It's not even him. It's just an action figure of Peacemaker. But this is awesome.
It's something that he found joy in seeing, and that speaks volumes. I mean, it's like you got people that design their outfits, and that's what they do, right? And so when you see their stuff, running around in the ring, that's their job. I was just sitting on my ass just felt like drawing Edge and Beth,
Yeah.
you know, and then all of a sudden it catches the right people's eyes, and then it goes from there. But I always went out of my way to try to build relationships with people that, if they're not in the business of creating art for the brand, like, you know, parallel to that. And so by meeting all these people, building these relationships, being chill, not being a weirdo about anything, it definitely.
I don't think I'd be able to not act like a weirdo with certain people.
No.
I don't think I'd be able to.
Trust me. I've had my moments. I'm not infallible. You know, I've definitely, you know, may have sent DMs to wrestlers, you know, that probably didn't need to be sent. Nothing like weird, just like, hey, check out this band. You know, or like, have you seen this Netflix documentary?
It's like, dude, I'm asleep right now.
So, you know, there's definitely that element, like trying to like understand boundaries and things like that. But whenever it comes down to getting free tickets for a show, mark my words, I'm always going to send them a DM.
No, absolutely.
Better to try.
I'm still kind of reeling from the fact that you just said earlier that Finn sent you tickets to Monday night, or Monday night.
That's crazy.
That's the craziest thing.
It's great, man. God, I can't even tell you. I mean, Finn got me some bomb seats for NXT TakeOver Portland right before COVID, and those are like right at ringside, right there. And then this most recent Raw, we were like right where the ramp is, at the corner. You could see everything. It was incredible.
That's crazy. Awesome.
But yeah, it's good to know it's good to know people, and it's good to be able to, you know, just say, hey, you know,
absolutely.
Form, you know.
Now, Unworthy, you have any questions for Nolan?
Not really. I think most of the stuff that was already asked, you kind of beat me to the punch.
Well, I'll say this is your question. Perfect question, because I mean,
it probably is my question. I write most of your material.
I'm gonna give this. Yes, he writes all my stuff. So this is this is considered an unworthy question, and it's a question that kind of like like with us is kind of like, it's such like with us being toy collectors and toy photographers, it's something that started. So like, what is like, it started when we were really young. So my question to you is, what is a memory? What is like a fond memory you have growing up? Like, what is like one of your best memories growing up? Like
as far as toys are concerned,
toys or wrestling or whatever it is. What is something that you have a fond memory of growing up that kind of like launched this basically this career, right, that you have, right? Because
man, there's several. I mean,
hey, name them all.
I mean, so let's see here. My grandfather used to take me to the comic book store every week, and I would always, you know, just kind of rifle through the pages, and you know, I'd buy like 3 or 4 comics every week, and that was like really what shot off all the synapses in my brain to like start getting a little more serious about art. But then my daughter here actually a couple weeks ago asked me what was my favorite year to be a kid, and I told them 1989, and she was like, okay, why? I was like, because that was the year Batman came out, and The Last Crusade came out.
That's cool.
My dad would take me to see all those movies, and I had all the Batman toys. I still have one of them in my office. It's the one where Michael Keaton's arms just go, and he's got the, you know, the cape attached to his. So, I mean, I have so many of those core memories, and a lot of them are based around like the grown-ups in my life recognizing that I'm into something and trying to feed it. You know what I mean? They're not trying to like discourage me or
trying to foster it, rather than
trying to foster that passion, right? And, I mean, I was just telling one of my buddies a couple days ago, I was like, dude, do you think my dad was sitting with me like in the nosebleeds watching Sid Justice and The Undertaker in a cage match in Cincinnati, Ohio? Do you think he ever thought in a million years this was going to lead to his son working with the WWE, sitting front row ringside high-fiving Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? It's like you never think about it at the time.
I'm sure it would be a very proud thing, if he, for him to be able to see that.
Oh,
I'm assuming he can't, but sorry. Danny threw me off here.
I'm sorry. I was just wanted to showcase his stuff so people are see. Go ahead, keep going.
No, that's cool.
Oh, this is dope.
No, I'm saying I'm sure
this sucks.
to have a parent that's fostering that. I'm absolutely sure that it's probably very a proud thing for your father to be able to see.
I'm sure he's loving every minute of it.
Now, Now, speaking of growing up, did you collect any what were your favorite toys growing up, man? Like, did you have wrestling toys, or did you collect any other line of figures? Like, what was your toy growing up?
I kicked off with the Toy Biz X-Men.
Okay, Clint will love you.
But yeah,
I love you.
I had all the Ninja Turtles from back when the animated series was the thing, and the X-Men toys. I had the Secret Wars toys back from the mid '80s, and then GI Joes, obviously, Transformers, and then my sister, she was 8 years younger than me. So then we started to do toy trades and stuff like that, and she'd get to play with all the Ninja Turtles, and that was a really cool thing. But yeah, those were the ones that really, got it just kind of fed everything. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Now, Wade Creates, one of the people in the chat, has a question for you, and it is: what is a big 2024 goal or hope for you, Noel?
For me, all right, let's see here. I have a pro wrestling bucket list of so performers, wrestlers, whatever you want to call them, that I've done work for in the past. But there's a few more on that list that I would like to hit.
Okay.
And then once I hit those names, I'm not going to completely disappear from the world of wrestling art and creating, but I'm definitely not going to be oh, I got to do this shirt now. I got to do that. I'm going to just kind of focus on me, my family, and my business, and then create wrestling art the way I started, just for fun. So I just have a few more names on that list, crossing one more off for WrestleMania. And then yeah, so hopefully I can get a couple more.
Okay.
And then yeah, and hopefully we can see a few of them as big shots, because that'd be really cool too.
Oh, that would be dope. And we're gonna get into the big shots. Yeah, go ahead.
I did want to bring up the big shots. Now,
yeah,
I grew up with whatever they were called, wrestling buddies.
I'm gonna look these up while you're talking, Unworthy. I don't want to catch you off guard.
I had the Ultimate Warrior, and I had Hulk Hogan, and Macho Man, the Wrestle Buddies. So when I saw the big shots that you do, and I was like, oh my Lord, this is amazing. This guy's making these, and I see the videos where you're actually putting them together and filling them with fluff.
Not me. I'm just the artist. No.
Okay.
There's actually a factory in just outside of Los Angeles in Van Nuys where everything is stuffed and printed and assembled and then shipped out. I'm an artist, and I help influence the visual direction. So the founder, his name's Adam Alson. He's an incredible guy, visionary. He calls me up one day, and I did some work with him before with a license for WWE. And he said, I'm trying to work with the artist that did the original Pillow Buddies, but we're hitting a little bit of a speed bump with the design, and it's looking a little too cutesy for UFC. And I was like, well, let me kind of put a spin on it, see what we can do. And so I did a Conor McGregor prototype, and that's essentially what landed the license for Adam and his partner Dan. And
is that the one that you posted the video of him seeing it in real time and
I don't have video of seeing it. I just have it's just me was showing Flair a photo of it, but I didn't actually give it to Flair. Yeah, but as you can see now, I think we've produced close to 65 different Big Shot variants.
That's dope, man.
That one has an actual voice box in it, and then Bret Hart
the Bruce Buffer.
Bruce Buffer's got a voice box.
Oh, that's so cool.
So when you squeeze it, I think it's got maybe 6 different phrases.
I'm gonna buy one today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy one.
And then the Hitman is our newest license. We're very excited about the Hitman. He was our best seller after only being available for a month.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the Hitman. Come on.
It's huge. He chose the first look. He wanted to really get the leather jacket look in there, and we're going to explore a few more of the Hitman's more iconic looks over the next year here.
Okay.
And
now, what's a dream? What's a dream? I mean, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry. I'll ask this question after.
Sure. Yeah. No.
I got excited there. I'm sorry. I got excited.
No.
About these.
All good. All good. What I love about Big Shots and why it's not as limiting as just like a typical wrestling buddy is that Adam from the very get-go said he wanted to create the Funko of Pillow Buddies.
Nice.
So from there, he's acquired several licenses with several different types of entertainers, from comedians to Pawn Stars to just all kinds of performers. Jay and Silent Bob. There's Adam right there. That's the brains and the brawn. I'm just the eyeballs and the doodles. But yeah, but moving forward, we've got some fun surprises lined up, especially if you're a big wrestling fan. We've got some really fun ones coming up here. Oh, look at that. My daughter just brought out the prototype.
Oh, I got for the that's the Conor McGregor.
Yeah, this is the Conor McGregor prototype. This is the larger version. There's 2 different sizes.
That's so cool, man.
That's awesome.
Wow. Now, is this one new? Is this a new one right here? The patty?
Sugar Sean?
Yeah, Sugar Sean, yeah.
This one is actually a variant of the first version. Now that he has the championship, we actually have championship template belts that we can just plug onto the fighters.
Yeah.
So since championships tend to float around quite a bit in UFC, occasionally if one of our mainstays that we have ends, we might add a few tattoos, change the hair color to make it a little more modern, and then we'll toss the championship belt on it. It's almost like, right now collectability's at an all-time high.
Okay.
Roosevelt's is like the Topps cards of shirts. They only have limited runs.
Mm-hmm.
They have people trying to collect them here and there. That's kind of like our vision for the Big Shots. Okay. We want to have, variants that are only around for a few months. We want to have, in the case we did some for Hogan's Beach Shop, we only did a limited run. So now people are all over eBay trying to buy a limited edition Hogan Big Shot.
Yeah.
So we got, Street Fighter Big Shots as well. We just put out Chun-Li.
Yeah. I saw that. Hold on. Go back to it. I think
Now, this might sound like a silly question. And it probably has a lot to do with like the licensing, where you get where you can do the what likeness you can do or whatever like that. Have you guys considered putting out like just the belt that goes on, like you could like a separate from the figure, like a
there is
buddy size belt?
I see what you're saying. So I don't know if my partner Adam posted this in his stories or not. But those mini replicas that WWE makes that are meant to go around your waist?
Yeah.
Those look incredible over the shoulder of a Big Shot.
Okay.
But to answer your question, no, we haven't really talked about doing a micro belt. But they do actually make scaled pillows of the belts.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to have a UFC championship belt, they make them to scale as a pillow.
Okay. I was thinking, because like you said, the belts do change hands quite a bit. So like if you have all the wrestling buddies, rather than have one like Sean, O'Malley that's got the belt on, you get the belt that
Right.
you can put on
Well,
him and say he loses the next week, but you got that buddy too. You can put it right on that guy.
Well, here's the cool thing about what we do. First of all, big shots are completely made 100% in the United States, but we're not limited to just creating 500 and then having to sell each and every one.
Yeah.
We don't make them to order per se. We have a complete backlog of the more popular models, but it's really easy to just say, okay, now the belted O'Malley is off the table. We're going to bring back O'Malley without the belt, and we're not going to lose any money because of it.
Gotcha.
I do like the idea of having like a cloth belt that you can put around them with like some Velcro.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that would be a cool selling point for some of these.
Yeah, like Connor right now. He don't have any belt right now, but when he makes his comeback, he's gonna have probably all the belts.
I don't know. I think that ship has sailed, brother.
Be able to drape him in all of the gold is all I mean.
We should, if anything, we should just make a big bag of money for him to jump in.
You know what it'd be? You know it'd be
That's not bad
too.
either.
My next question was like, what are some dream big shots to like illustrate for them to make? I'm just thinking too off the top of my head, like John Jones would be an amazing one to have.
He's already out.
Is he? Okay, well, I'll be on the website later. And then another one would definitely be did you guys make Kimbo Slice? You guys don't have a Kimbo Slice, right?
No, I don't know who does a Kimbo. I mean, we do we've got Mike Tyson's license.
I know you guys have the Mike Tyson, but Kimbo Slice would be
I don't think Kimbo would be a hard license to acquire. I think that'd be a pretty. You might have to
that would be so dope. That would be so dope.
Give him like an actual like real beard.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here's my question: What are some dream illustrations for these big shots that you would like to do? Whether it's WWE, UFC, or even just comic or video game related. Yeah.
Well, I did some really fun ones. We went to a licensing expo a couple years ago, just trying to gauge the level of interest in doing pillow buddies for multiple licenses. And for fun, I did a Superman one. I did a Batman one.
Oh, nice.
So the company prides itself in sticking to its trademark shape. It's modified a little bit for females.
Okay.
But the challenge as an artist is trying to make sure everything fits within the constraints of the shape. So with Batman, I had to do some like fancy footwork. Superman was a breeze. But it'd be really cool to land like some DC or Marvel licenses.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's just like a kid in the candy store, opportunity. Yeah. You can just have all kinds of fun. I can put my own personal spin on it. And then WWE has always been something we've kept in our peripheral, but right now, Bleach Your Buddies, we didn't realize that this was a product they were working on, but they have their own thing. And right now, that's not something WWE is probably going to explore, but who knows? Maybe in a couple years, we'll be able to do some WWE big shots.
Well, WWE, if you're watching this show, please let them make some big shots.
You'd be foolish not to.
You'd be foolish not to. Don't let AEW get to you first.
My kiddo here is jumping like a crazy person, so I might have to wrap it up pretty soon.
Oh, good, man. It's all good. But other than that, what another question that I had for you was how do you what is like the process? What is the process of like when you're starting an illustration? Like how's that process going? Like how does the whole setup go? Like how do you do things?
That's a really good question. I mean, a lot of it's based on a feeling.
Okay.
And then a lot of it hinges on like what kind of photo reference is out there.
Okay.
One thing I've been trying to do more often than not is capture moments and try to like amp them up and make them feel a little bit more spectacular. So it really hinges on having good photo reference. Like guys like Rob Schomburger, who does the watercolors for WWE, he's so freaking lucky. Yeah. Because he has unlimited access to WWE's photo library. I mean, these photographers just have hundreds of thousands of photos. He can just pick and choose which ones he wants to use.
Yeah.
Guys like me, other artists, we have to just rely on what we see on Google or what we can find out in the wild, and then we have to make sure we're not like ripping off the photographer.
Yeah.
We got to change it enough to make sure it's really that much more different.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the main thing is for me, and it gets harder and harder over time since I've drawn so many wrestlers now, is being able to like dial into a wrestler that is really speaking to me as a performer. So Rollins has been on a tear. I feel like he's always been on a tear, but he's on a real tear right now. And so I did a really fun Rollins drawing a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on one of Mello and Trick from NXT for some friends of mine at the Black Wrestling podcast. That's been a really fun one. But nowadays, I just I find that wrestler. I try to find the reference images, and then I just try to put my best riff on it.
Okay,
make it as individual as possible.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. One of the just kind of one of the last questions, because I had a billion questions to ask you. But one of the last questions to ask you is like, what advice can you give? Because I have a game. I have a quick game set up for you. It's a wrestling game. Quick game set up for you after this question. Okay, I just want to give you a heads up. All right. Yeah. All right. So last question is, what advice would you give someone an illustrator, an artist who's just starting and wants to follow kind of in the same footsteps? Not necessarily wrestling illustration, but like anything, like comics or anything. What advice can you give somebody like that?
You got to understand the fundamentals before anything. There are so many artists that come in and they go straight to digital. Mm-hmm. That's great. If that works for you, that's great. But you have to understand the fundamentals before you dive into the digital. You have to understand how to draw, tangibly on paper. You have to understand proportion. You have to understand features. You have to build a style for yourself with what you can buy at a store.
Yeah.
And then move into doing stuff on a tablet and then explore from there. Because you can't get good on a tablet and then go back to paper and be good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like if you learn on paper or on canvas or whatever, you're always going to be able to go back to that and create something cool. But if you don't learn that stuff first, you're really doing yourself a disservice as someone that's creative. Yeah. So that would be my answer to that one.
That's awesome. Yeah, because my oldest son, he's a really good artist. Like he draws. I remember at some point he was doing his own, like trying to do his own comics at one point. He did great. Made his own like characters and stuff like that. So like this would be something nice for him to kind of like. Even my 12-year-old, she's been like, I've been buying her like a lot of like learn how to draw anime cartoons. So she's been doing a lot of like the anime characters and stuff like that. So this would be something nice for them to actually watch. So Nolan, listen, again, I'm just trying to be mindful because I know you're a parent. I know you got, you want to get that situated. But I had a quick game for you. I usually like to do something fun with the guests that we have on.
Let's do it.
So the game that I have is pretty simple, and you'll probably get all these right because you seem like a very ultimate wrestling fan. So I probably just really like sabotage, like I really ruined this game because you're probably gonna get them right. So the game I have set up for you is called Toy Addict presents Guess That Wrestler's Ring Attire.
Ooh.
All right. So basically, I cropped a lot of photos from some attires, and maybe your baby right here could maybe help you out.
Right.
So yeah. So like I cropped a couple of photos. Some look obvious. I know Unworthy kind of saw one, so I won't give him that.
I did. So I saw one. It was only he left it on the screen.
I left it out.
Don't say anything, man.
So here we go. All right, first one, and anybody in the chat who's still watching, you definitely could participate as well, man, because it's fun. We like to have fun here. All right, the first one. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, first one.
Oh, Cody.
Oh
yeah. She says, "Oh yeah." You guys are absolutely right. It is Cody Rhodes. I knew that would be an obvious one. Besides, and like, listen, after Bray Wyatt passed away, Cody is like my go-to guy. That's my character. That is my favorite wrestler right now, Cody Rhodes. All right.
He works his tail off, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
listen, I can't wait. Next one.
Okay, I see. Is that Val Venus?
I'll give you about
It's
10
got
seconds.
I think I know who that is.
It's Triple H.
Triple H, okay.
I think that's Kurt Hennig.
All right, you guys all set?
Yeah,
10 seconds up. All right, ready? Reveal is Kurt Hennig.
Oh, it is Kurt. Oh,
It is Kurt Hennig. It is Kurt Hennig. I try to make some hard, some obvious. All right, next one. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Here we go.
Oh, that's HBK.
What do you think, Unworthy?
On Michaels.
Yeah, that's his. I think that's. I can't remember which show that was, but yes, that is his chainmail.
You guys are absolutely wrong. No, you're right. It's HBK. HBK. Yep. I thought you guys would say, yeah, I know the hair. So, well, the hair he used to
It's
have.
beautiful. It was.
Yeah,
it
right.
was.
Yeah, it was. HBK was the man. All right, next one. Ready? Here we go.
Ooh.
Raylan?
Oh, Road Dogg.
Raylan.
All right.
Raylan.
Unworthy, what do you think?
Cool.
I was. I don't have an answer for this.
Raylan.
Road Dogg does sound right.
It's the Dio
Road Dogg.
Double.
Dio Double G. You guys got it. Okay.
Yeah, we killed it on that one, didn't we?
Oh man. All right. Next one. Here we go. Ready?
Are you ready, Olive? Oh, it's Eddie. It's Eddie Guerrero.
What do you think, Unworthy?
I can't tell. Being colorblind is probably a.
I'm such a bad friend.
This is all very dark gray.
No, I'll give it. Hey, I'm surprised.
Come on,
I'm not you know what? I'm not surprised. This is part of like the 2K14 game, but I try to get a classic Eddie Guerrero. I didn't want to make it obvious and give you the Eddie Guerrero.
Of course.
If you had put it right on the pectorals, I'd have got it right.
Yeah, like right. All right, next one.
I know who that is.
Wait.
Oliver.
Those legs are too skinny. To be...
Oliver.
Oh, is that Edge?
Million.
Edge, okay. What do you think, Unworthy?
Charlie.
That's my guy. That's the Demon King.
Charlie.
The legs are too skinny, man.
I think it's.
I think it's his armband. I think it's.
You think it's Finn? And you think it's
oh, it could be the demon. That's right.
I think it's
it is. Oh, it is an armband. That's the demon.
It's
you guys got it. All right.
Nice.
Oh, that's
and last one, you guys.
Body,
this is Unworthy. You don't get to say this one because you got this one already.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard.
All right, ready? Next one.
Oh.
I definitely.
Oh, that's the Miz.
I definitely would.
Is that your Nolan? Is that your final answer?
I think.
Yeah, it's the Miz.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely, man. You aced them, man. You did good.
I did okay. I got like a B.
You did good. You did good. Some of the guys here said. Some of the guys said Kane. Somebody said Edge. I actually had somebody said Cobra Dad said Goldust.
What got me is he showed nothing but like legs and stuff, and then I saw that.
Yeah, I tried. I actually had. I'm a little upset because I had 3 more. I had actually, and I'm gonna mention them. I had China for one. I had Papa Shango for another.
Ooh.
And I also had who was the last one that I had? Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy because like
if you'd done Rhea Ripley, any Rhea Ripley entrance,
I knew
I'd have known it right away.
I knew if I would have put Rhea Ripley up here, I knew you. My PR department says honky talk man. Nope, it wasn't him.
No, well, certainly not.
Oh man. Well, Nolan, listen. It's again, dude. It's an honor to just have you on, dude, and just like here because again, I had like a billion questions for you, and I still have like a billion gazillion questions. I'm definitely definitely.
That's my trick.
We always tell our guests that if once you're on your family, you're our house, our mi casa, su casa, you're more than welcome to come on and just be a guest host with us, or just have a good time with us and just talk and stuff like that, or just hang out. Or talk whatever. The Royal Rumble's coming up. Maybe we'll have you on for the Royal Rumble. Maybe we can talk
I'm always down.
predictions or even before predictions
the
for the Royal Rumble. Yes, me too. I'm excited.
Here, kick its butt. Kick its butt. I want you to see how adorable these things are. I kick it. Oh wow.
Oh, there you go. I'm probably gonna order that Bruce Buffer one today.
Oh, the Buffer
I need
one's great.
I need somebody to motivate me in the morning. Fighting out of the bathroom.
Fighting his way out of bed to face the day.
All right. Oh man. So we've gone to the portion of our show where we basically do a couple of plugs. Nolanium, do you have any plugs? Anything you want to plug, dude? Go right ahead. Plug it up.
Well, there's my Instagram. That's where you can see my most current stuff. It's Instagram.com/Nolanium, Nolanium. Big Shots, getbigshots.com. That's where you can get all the big shots. And then if you are a big fan of my WWE apparel, the stuff that I've been working on, Roosevelts.com. It's RSVLTS.com. That's a great place where you can get all kinds of really cool wrestling inspired button-up shirts. They're awesome.
That's awesome. Yes. And if you're not following Mr. Nolanium, please do so right now. Go hit up his page, go hit up his YouTube, go check out his merch, go check out all the big shots, because I'm probably gonna buy one today. I'm definitely gonna buy one today. I got some money today, so I'm going to.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna buy one. So I'm excited. But definitely listen, dude, Nolan. Again, we would love to have you back, man, and just have you on, and just because your knowledge of wrestling, dude, like we could talk wrestling all day, and I knew this was kind of where we were getting to. That's why I kind of even asked you in the messages. I was like, "Are you a wrestling fan?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan." It's like,
no, I just do this. I just do this
right?
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely, dude. So, Unworthy, do you have any plugs? Any plugs?
I just want to say thank you, Nolan, for coming on. This has been a lot of fun. I look forward to being able to get you back on. We are going to go a little bit longer. We know you got to go. You got family man, got to take care of stuff. We are going to stay on a little bit longer. So anybody still watching, we do got a giveaway and a whole bunch of other shenaniganry to get to as well. So, but we do always like to get our guests if they have a quote for the night. If you do have a quote for us.
Yes, I do. So as you guys can see by the posters behind me, I'm a huge Rocky fan.
Oh, Rocky's the best.
Which
Rocky first?
Right there. How you doing?
All right.
Better when I have a full voice.
Which Rocky movie though? Like I know you like all of them, but which is like your number one? 2? Okay, that's different. Wow.
He hits the bottom. And then
yeah.
So that always resonated with me. That movie. Oh wow, I just saw that comment. That movie touched me, not like a French girl, but that movie definitely motivated me to strive to do more, not only with my art but with my life and all that. So I'm always gonna be eternally grateful to Sylvester Stallone and the Rocky series. And this is a quote I use with a lot of people, good, bad, or indifferent, whether it's cheesy or not. I always tell people it's not how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
And that's the way to live life.
Dude, hell yeah. Because Rocky is like the stuff. I gotta
Okay.
Get knocked down 9 times, get up 10.
Oh man.
I know all the bad words. I know the N word.
Some really bad kid at school taught me that one.
Is not a bad.
Okay.
Oh man.
No, so Nolan, listen, definitely we definitely appreciate you and
thank you.
Appreciate your work, dude. Like everything. Listen, you do giveaways, awesome giveaways. Go check it. Sometimes he's a very selfless man. He's willing to just give beautiful work out. He doesn't have to be does, but you see this beautiful print back there that had the Faces of Fear. I won that print. I'm very honored to have that print signed by this man because he's so talented. And again, I've been following his work for a while. So if you guys have not followed him, go check his page out, give him a follow, show some support, and we're definitely gonna have him back on because again, definitely have a episode, maybe talk comics and stuff like that. Because I know
Oh,
you're
that
a
would be fun. That'd be a
big
lot of
comic
fun.
book guy. We're
We
big
like to
comic-
get on our soapboxes and go through the old debate of whether Batman or Superman is better. I might have to find somebody that's a little bit of backup on the Batman
man.
side.
I love them both. I'm not a gatekeeper. I like a lot of stuff. So I'm all about
favorite Superman, live action Superman.
favorite live action. I mean, it's Christopher Reeve. It's just
Oh, come on. We just become best friends.
yeah. Well, I mean, you actually had a shot, you know.
I agree. I agree 100%, man. So definitely, dude, listen. Again, I can't sing your praises enough, man. I've been super excited to have you on, and again, I hope to have you back on. And again, everybody that's watching, whether you're watching a replay, give him a follow. Go show him some love, and go check out his stuff, man. He does a lot of amazing work, and he's done a lot of amazing work for big people. But more importantly, as you can see, he's an amazing human being. Amazing human being. So definitely an honor, dude. So we thank you for coming on with us, man. So we're gonna absolutely, man. We're gonna let you do your thing, and we're gonna just stick around for a little bit and be silly here. All right?
All right, boys. We'll have fun.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude.
All right, see you later, guys.
Good night.
So we're here.
Danny, here's what you need to do. You need to recap Monday night in the acting scene that everybody got to witness, and I'm gonna grab something and I will be right back with you. But you recap Monday night on Toy Talk. Recap that for about 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. I'll be right back with you.
So for everybody that's still on, we're doing a giveaway. So if everybody's sticking around, whoever's still around, go call your friends if you want them to win. We're going to do a quick giveaway for you guys because you know what? We love you guys. Just a quick recap. If you guys didn't watch Toy Talk on Monday, we talked about Armageddon. We reviewed Armageddon, how great Armageddon was, and our likes, our don't likes. But Unworthy and Toy Father did an amazing reenactment of the final scene between Liv Tyler and Bruce Willis. You guys need to check that out. It was awesome. Is that about this? About the yeah, about the daddy stuff. But listen, definitely. I'm again just to go talk about Nolan. He's an amazing guy. You guys should definitely check his work out, man. Amazing guy. I'm so happy to have him on. And again, we try, we could get a little silly on A-worthy addiction, but as you can see, his child was present. So we do know how to kind of like not step those boundaries. And, again, we're dads too. So we know how to, hit the brakes a little bit when we need to. But it's us now. So we could talk as much shit as you want. So so how's everybody doing? Whoever's still here. Try to keep it clean, baby. That's all we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. Try to keep it clean. For while Unworthy's getting whatever he's getting, Unworthy's getting whatever he's getting. I just want to kind of just remind everybody that if you're looking for any more content based on either toy related content or dial making or anything that you like, or the naughty stuff like we do, check our Linktree out. We got a lot of amazing shows and amazing people on there. So go check those out, and also check out Nolanium because I'm definitely gonna put him on our Linktree so you guys go follow him and go give him go show him some love, man. Because again, amazing stuff, man. So how's wait, I'm never alone. Oh, there he is. He's back.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was done about 60 seconds ago, but I was waiting. I was enjoying hearing
you was enjoying hearing me
struggle
talk
to come up with something to say. It was awesome.
Of course it was.
you really, and I mean, if Wade's still in the building and Diggs is still in the building, you really undersold the acting that everybody got to see on Monday night. You really understood it.
I didn't even act.
Cool.
Did you want me to act the scene? I don't even know the lines to
no,
the scene.
No, I don't want you to act it. You didn't sell how good of an actor Toy Father and I.
Let me tell you something.
You didn't really sell it.
And I don't need to sell it. This is how I'm gonna sell it. You ready? Are you ready? Because I'm gonna sell it. I don't have to tell anybody how good those performances was. You go check them out for yourself. If you don't believe me, the next time you see me at a convention, kick me in my ass. I will give you permission to give me a nice right in my culo. All right?
Right in the culo.
Right in the brown star.
So as we foreshadowed, that's the word I was looking for. We are gonna do a giveaway for anybody who's still watching.
Anybody still watching, we're gonna do a giveaway.
And it's simple. All you gotta do is pay attention because we'll tell you what the hashtag is. We'll give you some time to use the hashtag, and then we'll pick a winner.
Thank you.
So I'm kind of teeing you up here, Danny. You're supposed to ask me what we're giving away.
What are we giving away?
Oh, see, always a day late. So what we're giving away tonight is this Chase edition, the McFarlane Platinum edition of the McFarlane Collector's Edition Firestorm.
Platinum.
And this is courtesy of our friend, our homie, our brother, Diggs Figs. Sent this to us to give away to you guys. This was supposed to be part of the giveaway for the Bills Revenge, but because our PR department is such a tool, that hashtag got all fucking wonky and we couldn't keep track, and like it only shows 2 entries for it. So it's like, all right, we're gonna have to do something else.
Dick.
So everybody that's done the Bills Revenge giveaway, everybody that's done the Bills Revenge collaboration, I should say, hashtag AWA _Bills Revenge. Thank you. Sorry that our hashtag didn't work and we got banned and then flagged and then banned and then unbanned and then flagged again. So we're gonna give it away tonight. Yes. Once again, look at this. This is
it's a silver platinum
edition of a collector's edition. Yeah, the Chase. I didn't even see this out in the wild. I don't know if anybody
scalpers are selling it for like $500 right now, and you're getting it for free.
This was harder to find than Cobra Dad's ding dong at the urinal.
He says he need that hole. Which one, the toy or the ding dong?
Nice artwork, and all you got to do is let me just throw this up here. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Bah.
The tag is right there. Hashtag #YaDiggs.
YaDiggs. So type in hashtag YaDiggs.
No capitals. Don't fuck up and do the capitals. It doesn't work that way.
Look at the little bar on the bottom. So you're going to type in hashtag all lowercase YaDiggs to enter this giveaway. So how long we getting?
Courtesy of our buddy, our boy,
Diggs Figs,
buddy.
Man. Shout out to Diggs Figs, man. Shout out to Diggs Figs, man, for being such a generous, humble person and a funny ass person too, because he's fucking hilarious. We love Diggs Figs. He's great.
And handsome. Most people don't know this because Diggs doesn't get on camera very often, but fucking terribly handsome. Dangerously handsome guy.
Dangerously handsome. So Cobra just said, "Yeah, Diggs my figs."
Yeah, Diggs.
Yes, absolutely. So shout out to Diggs Figs, man.
We'll leave that up. We'll leave the giveaway tool running, counting entries. We'll leave that scrolling down at the bottom. We'll leave that for now. And this'll give us time. Danny.
Okay.
What are your Royal Rumble predictions for the women's Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble, and the main event matches? Because there's 2 of those.
Wow. Well, for my ladies Royal Rumble, I am rooting for Bayley. I think Bayley needs another run as the Royal Rumble, as the new WWE Women's Champion, not Women's Champion, because she's not. I don't like, what is it, the SmackDown
There's
champion,
the World
right?
Heavyweight Champ.
I don't think she will.
Women's Champion.
I don't think she'll go up against Rhea Ripley. I don't think that's a match that people want to see, but I do see her winning the Nobody wants to see Bailey against Rhea Ripley, but I definitely see her winning, Bailey winning the Royal Rumble, and oh my goodness, Charlotte Flair's no, Seth Rollins' wife, Becky Lynch, winning as a runner-up.
Wow, you
I
went
kind of
way
see.
all over the place on
I was all over
Charlotte
the place.
Flair's.
She's injured. She's not going to be able. So definitely, Bailey. I feel like Bailey could win the Royal Rumble, and as a runner-up, Becky Lynch could be her runner-up. So they will be the two. So Bailey will go for the SmackDown title, and Becky Lynch will go up against Mommy for the title. And for as far as the male for the world heavyweight, what was it? The world heavyweight and the
I think it's either. I think whoever wins. Can
yeah,
challenge for
honestly,
either.
I'm gonna go. Listen, as I'm gonna go with my boy. I'm gonna go
Say
with
it. You
I'm gonna
fucking
say
say it. I'll kick you right off of this show.
I'm gonna
I
go
have
with
that
CM.
power.
I'm gonna go with CM Punk. CM Punk is gonna win the Royal Rumble.
He thought I didn't really have that power. I really have that power. You see what I just did there? That's what happens on my show.
Bitch. No, CM
It
Punk.
was me, Austin.
It'll be all along. No, I think CM Punk is gonna win. Now, do I want CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble? Absolutely not. I want Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
I think Cody
both
Rhodes
of your options are terrible.
Cody Rhodes needs to win the world heavy, not the WWE undisputed title. He needs to beat Roman Reigns. And I don't think I think honestly what I want to see, which I probably won't be able to see. Hopefully, I hope it's what happens. If CM Punk beats Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight, Damian Priest is going to cash in and he's going to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Or now we got Jinder Mahal in talks of probably getting a push again. You never know.
I love Jinder Mahal.
Anybody
who says Jinder Mahal wasn't good or entertaining, that dude is a perfect fucking heel. I fucking didn't just clothesline his ass over. I clotheslined him. He went over the ropes. He landed on the apron. He pulled himself back up.
I pulled the Kofi Kingston. I landed on the apron and I had one leg just dangling.
Now,
what are your predictions?
They're talking about also. I think what is it going to be? Rollins versus McIntyre is what it looks like.
I think
for the World Heavyweight title, and then Roman versus whoever the fuck just to carry over until WrestleMania. So I think inevitably we're going to see The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
As much as that
terrible, nobody wants to see that either. Nobody wants to see Rock versus Roman, just like nobody wants to see Cody win.
Honestly, now that you mentioned Drew McIntyre to me is that's my champion. He is my champion.
Oh, it's gonna be Roman versus Randy. Sorry.
He kind of carried the WWE when the pandemic happened, right? He was like he even got COVID. Like he was still grinding. He wanted no audience
when nobody was.
He was awesome. So like if McIntyre is like honestly like over Cody, I would say I want McIntyre to win either the World Heavyweight or the WWE Undisputed. Like I would want him to have that moment where he wins and he has actual people in the crowd, because he never got that moment. Because when he had the moment, when he finally had it and he went up against Bobby Lashley, he lost. And he kind of like didn't get that moment. So
okay, so you think you're thinking McIntyre is going to beat Rollins, or are you thinking Rollins going to retain?
I'm hoping. I mean, with you don't know where because they're gonna push the CM Punk and Rollins because that feud they want that.
So it could end where Rollins loses, or Rollins retains and Priest cashes in,
or Priest
and it could
or McIntyre.
It could look like Punk's about to win the Rumble, and then maybe Rollins comes out and costs it.
No. As much as I love this, to answer your question, yes, it looks like that. And to answer this question, as much as I would love Randy Orton to win, I don't think Randy Orton coming back as quick as he did should get the title. That's why I loved what they did with Cody, where they throw the title. They didn't throw the title. They didn't throw the title at Cody quick. Like normally they throw titles at wrestlers who make a big comeback really fast. They didn't throw the title at him. He lost. And he's been busting his ass trying to get back into that ladder, back into the kind of like being the guy to get that title, right? That's what I love about Cody Rhodes. I love that he's not just getting this. He's working hard to get that title. So when he becomes champion, he's going to become champion. And I'm going to wear a shirt and everything. I'm going to have my Cody Rhodes gear and everything. Now, when he becomes champion, it's going to be all worth it.
All right. Well, I think you're wrong most of the time anyways. So
what else is new?
I think here's my Royal Rumble predictions.
Okay.
I don't think, as much as I would love to see Seth Rollins lose the title, I don't think he's going to, because I think that's going to be their cash cow. I think WrestleMania Night 1, they're really going to be banking on Rollins versus Punk. So unfortunately, that means for my predictions, I think Rollins is going to retain. CM Punk is going to win the men's rumble.
So Rollins is going to retain. CM Punk is going to be the win the men's rumble. Now, runner up is going to be Cody Rhodes.
No. Cody Rhodes will never be my runner up in anything.
Cody Rhodes is going to be the runner up.
I will eat the spiciest chili on top of the nastiest tacos and get diarrhea, and that'll be my runner-up. That'll be my runner-up before I will ever select.
On this show, on Alive.
I'll do it.
You heard it first, guys. Here, can we shake on that? Can we shake on it? What am I grabbing here? What? So you heard it first, guys.
Hey,
he's gonna wait. Let me stroke you a little bit there.
So, anyways, all right. So that's my prediction. Rollins retains. Unfortunately, CM Punk wins, and I hate CM Punk. I don't want him to win, but I think that's what's going to happen. Now, Roman, he's not going to lose. He's bulletproof. He's not going to lose. He's going to beat Randy Orton.
Okay.
And he is going to go to WrestleMania, and he's going to face The Rock, and he's going to beat The Rock as well.
Who is?
Roman Reigns.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
What's going to happen is it's Seth Rollins is going to CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to win the Royal. Either he wins the Royal Rumble or he's the runner-up of the Royal Rumble. CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes is going to be the runner-up for that, because Cody Rhodes does not want the World Heavyweight title. There's a reason why he doesn't want that title. He's going to go after. He's going to redeem himself. He needs to get the WWE title, because if he gets the WWE title, he finishes the story. Okay? Then a new story begins. He's going to be the runner-up. And Cody's not
going to win the Rumble.
He's not. He's going to be the runner-up.
He's not going to go to... Either way, no matter where he finishes, he's not going to go to WrestleMania and face Roman Reigns again.
Okay.
Because nobody wanted to see it last year. Nobody wants to see it this year.
Everybody wanted to see it. Cody Rhodes, listen.
Nobody
Cody Rhodes, and he said it best in an interview, right? Cody Rhodes said it best.
He said it best. He was like, nobody wanted to see it.
He doesn't care. No. He said it best in his last interview not too long ago, where he said that there's a bunch, like the rosters are like stacked with superstars. There's not like one or two. It's stacked with, you got CM Punk, you got The Rock kind of showing up now. You have Randy Orton, you have Cody Rhodes, you have main event Jey Uso, you have Roman Reigns, you have all these stars. Cody Rhodes said personally, he said, I understand his stats.
It's gonna matter,
but I'm not stopping. I need to do this. And this is why it works, because they didn't throw the title at him. They didn't just throw it at him. He lost. So he's working his ass off to get to where he needs to go. He needs to put away who he needs to put away, and then he's going to come back and he's gonna finish the story. Cody Rhodes is gonna be the new WWE Universal Undisputed Champion.
Not at WrestleMania, he's not. He's gonna.
He will
listen, Listen, this is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. This is what's gonna happen.
See this? See,
Roman Reigns is going to retain against
okay,
Randy.
okay,
Roman Reigns is gonna face The Rock at WrestleMania.
okay,
He's gonna beat The Rock.
okay.
And then like SummerSlam-ish, somewhere's around there. That's
Okay.
when the Cody thing will come back.
Mm.
Because Roman has now been champ for
Too long, and he's never there.
Forever. And my man's just tired. He's gonna need to.
He needs to take his ass home.
He needs to take a break, and that's when Cody is going to finish this god awful story that we've all been talking about.
It's not a god. Just think of how precious and how amazing that moment's gonna be, where he pins
For who?
Cody.
Dusty. You know what Dusty's gonna say? Dusty's gonna be like, my son's name is Dustin. I don't know who. I got a son named Dustin, bro. If I don't know who this
the wrong kid died. The wrong kid lost.
Shout out to Mikey Vito.
No,
so
honestly, I really want Cody to win, man.
That's my prediction. Roman retains. Rollins retains. CM Punk wins for the men's Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like any of that. I don't like anything about CM Punk winning.
Here's a quick question: surprise entries in the Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to make a surprise entry? There's always one. There's always one who surprises everybody. Who do you think is going to?
You're going to see X-Pac. I think you're going to see X-Pac this year. I would love to see Hurricane Helms again. I would love to see. I'm a shill.
I'd rather see
Hurricane Helms.
I'd rather see Hurricane Helms than see X-Pac. I love X-Pac. I love DX, but I don't want to see X-Pac. I'd rather see Hurricane Helms. Our PR department said Heath Slater. Okay.
I would like to see. Actually, I was going to say something really terrible. Okay, I know what it is. I know what you guys know what show you're on. I would love to see somebody wheel Lex Luger down in the wheelchair.
Love to see it. Yeah, stop. Just don't say it.
It gets somebody in the rack, and then
how?
I don't know how they'll eliminate him. I don't think you should throw him over. I don't think that's good. I don't think that should happen.
Such a bad idea. That's so bad.
But let's move on to the women's Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Now, you said Bayley.
Bayley.
And
gonna do it.
Nobody wants to see Bayley versus Rhea Ripley.
Nobody.
There is a chance people might want to see Bayley versus Io, but I don't think that means Bayley's got to win. I think there's enough built-in storyline and animosity going on right now with the whole damage control situation.
They're damaged.
Whatever. I can't ever remember the other chick's name there. The one that does the pirate princess fucking elbow drop.
Oh, you're talking about Kairi Sane?
Kairi Sane, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's enough animosity and built-in bullshit going on there that they don't need Bayley to win. She could be runner-up and get it cost, have her eliminated by somebody from them, whatever. I think there's only one true option for the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, and it's the only person that I would want to see face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Okay,
and that is Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I didn't think of her. Wow.
I want to see her. I don't even care if she comes out at number 30. I usually hate it when people come out at 30.
You think she will win the women's? I didn't fucking think. I didn't. Wow. Bravo,
I think this is a perfect time.
Bravo fucking vote.
Whether she comes out at 1:15,
yeah, man, hell
30, whatever time she comes out, I think it's time for
I didn't even think of that.
Cargill to win, because there is nothing more in this world that I would like to see. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill.
Yeah, me too. Oh, yes.
And aside from the the obvious reasons why I would want to see that match, that is the That's the only moneymaker. Nobody wants to see Bailey versus Rhea. Nobody
No,
wants
absolutely
to
not.
see Becky versus Rhea.
Nope.
Listen, I love Becky Lynch. I don't give a fuck about seeing Becky versus Rhea. Do not give a shit.
I agree.
I
Now
do
that you
not give
mentioned
a shit
Jade,
about seeing that.
now that you mentioned Jade, I agree with you 100%. I am with you 100% on this.
Jade
No argument
Cargill,
here.
surprise entry. They're not going to hype her up. They're not going to promote
She's
her
gonna
as
show up
entering.
and win the Royal
She's
Rumble,
going
the
to
ladies'
show
Royal
up. She's
Rumble.
going to win. She's going to show up on Monday, and she's just going to look at mommy and say, "It's you and me."
Yep.
And there's
I'm
just
with
going
you.
to be a lot of muscular ladies slapping meats going on at WrestleMania.
Oh
It's
yeah.
going to be amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna record myself live that day with like some country crock all over that night. What's up with this giveaway, man? We're gonna do this giveaway.
Yeah. Hold on here. Let's see. Let's bring this up.
All right, we're gonna do this giveaway. We have, all right. If you're still whoever's in here, if you're not on here, you win, you lose.
We'll draw it
You
again.
lose your spot. We'll draw it again. So you need to be present and win your
All 4 of you that entered got to be here.
So the hashtag was ya dig.
Ya digs.
To win a platinum edition Firestorm from McFarlane Toys. Again, it is free. We're not asking for anything. Just make sure that
we are asking for something. We're asking for
Yes.
one thing.
Yes.
You go to Diggs Figs page, you follow him, you subscribe to him, go to his OnlyFans page.
Yes.
Which is
And give him one of these.
Figs,
Give him one of these.
Figs, hashtag OnlyFans or big
what?
Digs
Big
slash
what?
Big Digs slash
Yeah.
OnlyFans. You go to
Okay.
that.
And
Go
make sure
follow.
you go.
But seriously, listen, and this is in all honesty, and I know we say this a lot in jest, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to 100% mean it. If you're not following Diggs Figs or you have
Yeah.
no plans of following Diggs Figs, A, get the fuck off of our show. We don't need your link. B, go to both of our pages and the AWA show page and unfollow us, and then you might as well block us so you don't have to see how much shit we talk about. You're not gonna follow Diggs. Those are the repercussions.
That's a
Yeah, Diggs.
Chewy's in here. All right, Chewy, you got yourself in here. All right, buddy.
All right, we got ourselves in. And speaking of Chewy, I got called daddy twice. You didn't, and that was on you. You could have been there. All right, so let's draw this.
Let's draw this bad boy. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody. You're gonna win a platinum edition of a collector's edition. The chase of a chase. Here we go.
See who wins this. Toy Addict17 is gonna win this.
Be?
Who wins this?
Nope.
Hey!
It comes in the clutch.
Comes in the clutch. No, Chewy. Congratulations, dude. You are the winner of a platinum edition, collector's edition of Firestorm from McFarlane Toys. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
I knew we would get no chewing back on the Toddy Mac bandwagon somehow.
There you go. You're back on the bandwagon, buddy. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's awesome. Congratulations. And thank you for everybody who just stuck around with us. All 5 of you guys, all 3 of you guys that stuck around with us at the end.
Hey, listen, don't put
Who's your daddy now, Worthy?
Listen, do not be putting the for the 5 of you or however. Don't be doing that. Every single one of you that hangs around, watches our show, tunes in. We love you all.
Always.
Don't listen to this asshole over here. We love you all.
Cobra Dad, we love you, man. Thank you for just sticking around.
Cobra Dad, what else were you going to be doing? Don't say that like it was a punishment.
Well, you know what though? I feel bad because he definitely. I was so into like what Nolanium was saying that he kind of do a shameless plug. He was like, "Hey, Nolanium, did you ever hear this? The Weekly Habits show? It's fucking dope." Shameless plug, dude. Shameless fucking plug. But I love you. I love your style, dude. It is a good show.
Mick Foley.
Buddy, I think we're good for plugs. Any plugs for the week? We have a plug, right?
Yeah, tune in on Monday, this coming Monday. I am
Yes.
being tortured to sit through another fucking Ben Affleck movie. And not like just any Ben Affleck movie, but the longest fucking Ben Affleck
3-hour
movie
movie.
anybody could ever choose. I don't even know. I got a lot going on this weekend. I have got to like find 18 hours of my life to be able to watch this fucking movie.
Thank you, Clint.
So tune into that Toy Talk every Monday with Toy Father, No Chewing, Cox Create, Toy Addict17, and lately Unworthy Collector and Quintastic 4. Also tune into our homies over on if you missed it this last Sunday, I was on the Lazy Boys.
Yes.
Lazy Boy Sunday. Go check those guys out. Hoodcast AF has got a new episode out right. I think, and plus if you're on the Patreon, which if you're not on the Patreon, what the fuck are you doing? It's $3. You get all kinds of crazy content, and you don't have to bleep it.
Yeah, all types
when
of
we
shit.
say all them naughty words. So go check all that out. Cobra Dad's Weekly Habit. You know, a whole bunch of shit.
TPC Top 10.
Check
Go check out the Skeleton's Tomb. Every fucking show that's on here. Every show. Go show everybody some love. Check out our link tree. Our link tree has a bunch of shows. If you don't need them, we'll direct you to the right position. But more importantly, check A Worthy Addiction live 9 p.m. Eastern time every Thursday. All right. So, you know, I have a quote for tonight.
We already did a quote.
Right, we did. I forgot. Well, I mean, it was an awesome show. If you listen, for everybody watching, thank you for sticking around and hanging out with us. Everybody watching in a replay, much love to you guys as always. And yeah. With that being said, we got a special episode next Thursday.
I was gonna say, if you don't plug this, I'm gonna reach right over here.
Yeah, so next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, will be the roast of all roasts. It's going to be a birthday celebration because me and my brother right here, we're celebrating birthdays next week. And for our week episode, our special birthday episode, we're going to do the roast of the Rowdy Boyz, the roast of Unworthy Collector and Toy Addict17. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a shit ton of fun. Hosted by...
We're looking forward to having our friends roast us and see how many of them we can still call friends the following week.
We cannot wait. We're very, very much excited. So tune in for that. We're excited. I can't wait. And yeah. And hosted by the roast master himself, Mr. Quintastic 4.
Yes.
So it's going to be a fun show. So again, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Yeah, other than that, nothing else.
Good night, beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button
Click that notification bell
for more content.